an apparently simple topic, but with extraordinary transformative power, which I'll be covering in two parts. In this first video, I'll address the more physical aspect, and in the next ones, I'll explore the more psychological implications. So, a lot of people, you've probably noticed this, and maybe we ourselves, at certain times, have gone looking for some miracle substance, some supplement, some vitamin, or a specific anti-aging food that could stop aging, weight gain, or physical and mental discomfort. Something that would bring a whole series of amazing benefits without us having to change anything in our eating habits or physical activity routine. All things that, of course, the industry has realized are in demand, based on this magical expectation, and so products that promise maximum results with minimal effort, breaking the basic rule of no pain, no gain, are priced as if they were selling gold or saffron, which, in the end, is what they're doing. And all of this happens most of the time because people avoid one of the greatest tools for individual physical and mental well-being, a tool that's even free: physical activity. One of the most powerful and accessible medicines we have at our disposal, often ignored, or postponed to a tomorrow that never comes. Decade after decade, scientific studies keep piling up confirming what we intuitively already know. Moving regularly has a positive impact, not only on our bodies, but also on our minds. When we work out, our body produces a series of amazing substances, such as, to name just two, the hormone irisin, which promotes the conversion of white fat tissue to brown, and endorphins, which reduce the perception of pain, lower anxiety, and boost self-esteem. If you read the book Spark by neuroscientist John Ratey, you'll discover how physical exercise can truly improve your mental performance, and how it can be considered the most effective natural antidepressant and anxiolytic available to us. On the other hand, I myself often notice a curious contradiction. Many people show resistance to the pharmacological approach when, for example, a psychiatrist suggests they take an anxiolytic or an antidepressant, but at the same time, they don't consider physical activity as a valid therapeutic alternative. They prefer to turn to other convenient and not well-considered substances. For example, some people find relief through cannabis. And I have to say that lately, it's become very common to use THC in the evening, through joints, in other words, the goodnight joint. It's true, cannabinoids definitely have an anxiolytic effect, but those who smoke joints greatly underestimate the risks associated with taking an anxiolytic by inhaling combusted material. So yes, THC is less harmful than nicotine, but smoking joints, which are often made with half regular tobacco, so you're also getting nicotine and using an S-shaped filter that doesn't filter anything and just dumps a ton of condensate into your lungs, is definitely not a winning strategy for long-term relaxation. Not to mention those who look for comfort and relaxation in nicotine, which is mistakenly seen as relaxing, when in reality, it's always a stimulant. If it ever feels like it relaxes you, it's only because it calms the withdrawal anxiety that nicotine itself causes. But physical activity goes far beyond just improving your body. The aesthetic improvement, which should never be downplayed, has a real impact on self-esteem for those who, let's be honest, can see themselves as more attractive with more harmonious and toned shapes. It's a huge mistake to dismiss this factor as a superficial variable that you should almost be ashamed of. Because, of course, if the vase is full of stagnant water, it doesn't matter much if its surface is decorated with pure gold. The flowers you put inside will still die within a few hours. But if the vase has a useful empty space and is ready to hold fresh water, a lovely surface can catch the eye of someone who wants to carefully place their flowers somewhere. But in the next video, we'll take a closer look at the psychological aspect when it comes to physical activity. See you next time.